Why is Black Widow only the second female-led MCU film in over 12 years? How will the film affect the future? And why are female-focused MCU films stuck in the past? Welcome to Agents of Origin. With Black Widow being delayed until further notice from being released, we have plenty of time to think about the movie and where its story takes place in the MCU history. As we know, the bulk of the film will take place directly after Civil War, with Natasha on the run for assisting the Winter Soldier's escape. There is lots of speculation out there as to where Nat runs to, and there is even a leaked breakdown of the script that is suspicious at best. Since the beginning of the MCU, with 2008's Iron Man, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has only had one female-centered movie, Captain Marvel. It can be argued that Ant-Man and the Wasp is a female-led film, but the Wasp is really tacked on as a sidekick character to Ant-Man's protagonist. Captain Marvel was released in 2019, but the story took place over 20 years in the past, before Iron Man put on the armor and before the capsicle was thawed. The film followed Carol Danvers on a superpower journey of self-discovery and served as a device for female empowerment without changing how we see the modern MCU mythology. That is, except for the weird choice to have Nick Fury's eye taken by Kitty Scratch. Black Widow will hopefully be released this year, but once again, the story takes place in the past, in a time period that isn't that essential to two mega blockbusters that take place afterward, Infinity War and Endgame. It's interesting to see what happened to Natasha after Civil War and why her hair was keeping up with the Kardashians. But why is it that Marvel keeps putting these female movies in the past where there are virtually no stakes? These movies are intended to be the status quo game changers, yet they don't get the modern stories that they deserve. Spoiler alert for Avengers Endgame, Natasha takes a long nap. Many fans of Black Widow felt that Nat never got her respect with at least a memorial service. The closest that we get to seeing a funeral service for Black Widow is when a cringy slideshow kicks off on Spider-Man Far From Home. Movies that are focused on central female heroes are proven to work in theaters. The Hunger Games franchise earned nearly $3 billion worldwide, and Captain Marvel didn't do too bad herself with $1 billion in that one film alone. The question remains why Marvel is placing these stories in the past. Is it because 55% of Marvel's audience is male, and they believe that a female-led film might not do as well as an Iron Man or Thor movie? Marvel isn't the only major comic book film studio that is guilty of this. DC's Wonder Woman movies both take place in the distant past, aka the 80s. Yes, you're old. This could reflect the difficulties that existed for women that they faced in society at the time, and how they had to overcome social norms as well as bad guys with bad mustaches. There's a long list of strong female heroes in Marvel's pantheon that deserve solo titles. Personally, I hope that with the Kamala Khan Miss Marvel series and the She-Hulk series coming to Disney+, that we begin seeing more women leading their own films, set in the present MCU, tying Phase 4 to Phase 5 and beyond. As of all the Marvel projects that have been announced by Kevin Feige so far, here are the known female heroes in the MCU. Peggy Carter, Captain Marvel, Marvel, Black Widow, Maria Hill, Scarlet Witch, Gamora, Mantis, Nebula, Sif, Valkyrie, Jane Foster Thor, Pepper Potts Rescue, Shuri, Okoye, Wasp, Stature, Ghost, Agent 13, Miss Marvel, Spectrum, She-Hulk, and I'm sure I've missed some names in there. As the MCU becomes more diverse, we need films that reflect those characters' impact on the universe to slingshot us into the next incredibly all-new phase of the MCU. I want to know what you think. Are we ready for a female-led MCU film that isn't set in the past? Is Marvel doing a good job of handling diversity and tackling issues like sexism? Let me know in the comments, and be sure to like and subscribe. It lets me know that you're enjoying the videos, and until next time, I'll see you in the field from 6 feet away.